What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? It is a wonderful day. Thank you for coming out and joining. Man, we got 10 people already. Now we're up to 11. Oh, this is going to be a lot of fun, guys. I hope everybody's doing okay. I hope everybody had a good week. All you working class hustlers out there, I hope you did some good sourcing, and I hope you're taking advantage of the situation that we have as Amazon sellers. I'm going to talk a little bit about that when we go over the news portion, the news segment of this show. Hello, Dawn. Thank you for coming. Gina. Yo, Ron, what's up, baby? My man. Yo, me and Ronnie go back. Thanks so much for coming out, man. What are sales? Hey, hey, hey. My baby girl is here. Oh, yeah. I don't know if you're here unless you leave a comment. I don't know exactly who you are. I can see the number of users, but I won't know who you are unless you leave a message. But I actually reached out to many more of my contacts, and we'll talk a little bit about that. I'm not going to try to, I'm going to try to keep this as brief as I can, guys. You know how this goes, because I'm a shy person, and I really don't like talking. You know what I mean? I really don't run my mouth that much, so this is going to be difficult. But check it out. Let's get it going. Let's get it on and cracking. Check it out. We're going to do it like this. For those of you who don't know, that's my theme music. Every good working class hustler should have some. And don't be trying to jack me. I got the copyright on this. You understand? The name of the show is What to Sell on Amazon. And of course, what we do here is show my journey and show how I add extra income streams and all of this stuff selling on Amazon. And the hope is that you will get a benefit out of this if you're interested. And mind you, the benefit could be just knowledge. Maybe you don't want to take action on it. Maybe you just want to be aware of the opportunities out there. That sense of awareness is really, really good for you. Just knowing what opportunities are available is a wonderful thing. My man Ron said, he's asking, am I doing good? Yeah, I'm doing great. Sheila, what's going on, girl? What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Oh, Sheila. We up to 12 users. Guys, make sure you hit the like button. If you're out here right now, we got 13 people showing. Everybody, if you haven't hit that thumbs up, hit it. Thanks. I see it moving. That helps in the YouTube algorithm. Help me get ranked better. I appreciate it. Guys, thank you so much for the support. If you're here right now, before we do anything, I have to say thank you so much for coming out here and supporting. We've been doing this, Jim and me. Jim is my producer. We have been doing this non-stop, guys, non-stop. I cannot tell you the last time we went a week without putting any videos up. And if you don't know it, guys, if you're not subscribed to the channel, you're just supporting me right now, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and hit the bell notification. We're putting out 3 videos a week. Everybody that's out here right now, you know what's going on in this world. You don't need me to preach no more. See, now you've seen it. The world is changing. But it's not for us to be alarmed and frozen. The world is changing. And then the question you ask yourself is, what are you going to do about it? Amazon is one platform that you can use to be making extra income, or at least know that it's available. That way, when things go left, things go right, up, down, whatever, you know that you have the power to create income for yourself. All right, guys. So enough intro music for now. We'll come back to that later, because at the end of the show, I dance. In case you didn't know that. So stick around. I'm a soul trained dancer. So, you shouldn't even be getting this. I get paid to do this. You understand? So thank you. Please hit that like button. Hit that thumbs up, guys. We got 15 people out here, but we only got 5 likes. So if you haven't taken a moment, you know what? Let me refresh my screen. Perhaps it's going up and I don't see it. Somebody got on me about that before. Yeah, we're up to 6. Rich Stover! Oh my God, this is like a family reunion. A family reunion. Got to have a family reunion. Ooh, yo, what's going on? Andre Johnson, thank you so much for showing up. Wu-Tang. That's my brother. Hey, thank you so much. I got my daughter out here. My big brother is out here. Where's my sister? I ain't heard from her yet. Oh wow, this is wonderful. So, a little bit of a disclaimer now, because you got to know what this show is all about. Now, of course, this show we put this show together because we want to show how you can source products on Amazon without using tools. Now, of course, if you're going to sell on Amazon using the method that I use, which is called arbitrage, that means you just go out to retail stores or online, you buy products at retail, you turn around and you flip it and sell it for profit right on Amazon, and you keep the difference. And of course, your inventory is the lifeblood. And if you're in this long enough, you're going to be introduced to all sorts of tools that you can use to do a lot of that legwork for you. And you're going to pay for that. You know what? I had one of my working class hustlers. If you don't know, this is a family. And I affectionately refer to everyone who's a regular on my channel as a working class hustler. That means you work a regular job just like me. A lot of overtime too. But in addition to that, you want more. So what you do is you find a way to get more in terms of money, another income stream. It's not for everybody, but hey, that's what we do out here. And one of my working class hustlers was saying, hey, I don't have the money right now to be subscribing to a service. A lot of times you're going to spend a good $100 a month. Maybe you're not ready for that, So here's the deal. I started this channel back in 2017 and I was not using tools. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to look at the kind of numbers that I was doing before I started using my favorite tool, which is called tactical arbitrage. And then I'm going to show you the ways that I used to do it before tools, before I started using that software. It's a lot more work intensive, but it can be done. Hello, Deborah. You made it. Thanks. And we got something for you too, Deb. Deb, you mentioned something about, I think that was you that was talking about gated products. For those of you who might not know, Amazon, they ain't just going to let you come out there and just sell whatever you want. You come out there, they open the doors and say, come on in. And then very quickly you find out you're limited to the kind of products you can sell until you prove yourself. But there are enough products that you're ungated in. And I told Deb I was going to accept the challenge today and see if I could find you some products. And we're going to look in the toys. We're going to look at pet supplies. We're going to look at baby, and we're going to look in kitchen and see if I can find some things. What we're going to do is I'm going to shoot you the ASIN right in the chat, and we're all going to see how well I can find you products that you're ungated in. Hey, what's going on, Ja? I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Let's see. Well, I'll tell you what, Ronnie, whenever you get around to it, just make sure you subscribe to the channel. As long as you subscribe, he's on his phone, and Ron is saying he doesn't see the bell notification. It may be hidden somewhere. And you might have to turn your phone into the portrait. You might have to take it and kind of turn it, and then maybe you'll see. I'll be checking my phone periodically, guys. If you're connected with me, you might be sending me messages. I'll be checking them. I got 2 phones because I am a man who wants to be contacted. It's all about connections. You'll hear me say that all the time. You talk about all this social media and Facebook friends and this and that. You ain't connected to me. If you're not in my phone and you can't reach out and text me or call me, we ain't connected. So, all right. So here's what we're going to do. Here's the plan, guys. We're going to do a little bit of Amazon news, not much. And then if there's any questions, we'll take some questions. Some people may have already come into this show with some questions. We'll try to address them, and then we'll go right into the meat of it. So a little bit of a disclaimer. The title of this show is something along the lines of sourcing products without a tool. Now, if this is your first time here, you have to understand what I don't always jump right to the chase. It's okay though. If you don't have the patience or you don't have the time right now, you can watch the replay, or you can go back through, I don't know, the 150 some odd videos or whatever we're up to. Jim, I don't know how many videos we got up now, but this is kind of like family day for me. This is the day where I can let loose, show some more of my personality. And so don't be annoyed if this takes a while. This is family right here. This is where I get to kind of do me. And I've earned that right because for the last 3 years, I've been just putting out content for your benefit. So enjoy. All right. Oh, okay. I think my brother was telling you, Ron. Okay, you good? All right, good. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, guys. I'm only showing 11 likes out here. We need to get it on and cracking. We up to 18 viewers, man. That is phenomenal. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go to my dashboard. Let me get my glasses on. Let's see here. I'm going to look at my profile. I want to see if I can see how long I've been a member. Let's see. Here's the best way to do it. We're going to go to my channel. I'm going to look at my videos and I'm going to see the first videos that I started creating about tactical arbitrage. Now that's going to tell us, that's going to give us a real idea of when I stopped using tools, because I couldn't really talk about this stuff until I was better at it. And I'll tell you, I got the software and didn't really start using it because there's such a learning curve in there. Let's see here. So it looks like and Jim, you look out there too for me. Let me know, when was the first video we started putting out about tactical arbitrage? I want to say, honestly, it was probably about a year ago. But according to what I'm seeing right here, it looks like I didn't really start getting into tactical arbitrage until like 6 months ago. Could that be, Jim? I don't know. I would have thought we were into it longer than that. It just seems like it. So yeah, I don't think I really started really getting into tactical arbitrage until like 6 months ago. Man, that's crazy. I thought I was doing this for much longer than that. Let's see here. So if that's the case, and Jim, get back with me on that. If that's the case, let's see. We're going to go to my reports. We're going to go to my business reports. I'm going to share my screen in just a second, guys. Hold tight. Let's see. I fool around with this, so just hang tough. Let's see. Okay, 2 years. Okay. All right, we'll come back to that because I need to get moving here. I'll let Jim work on that, and then I'll get those numbers for you. Let's talk a little bit about some news with Amazon. And this is for you. This is just a little something. You know how I am about how you should feel about where you are in Amazon right now. Amazon is, I heard in the news, they're adding 12 planes to their own fleet, which brings their total fleet up to 81. Now that tells you Amazon is on the move, guys. So if you're on this, you're in the right place at the right time. And experts are saying that the increase in Amazon sales, now they've had a big uptick because of coronavirus, but experts are saying that's going to be durable, meaning you have people coming into this because of Corona. They were forced to start shopping online, and they're thinking, wow, you know what? This is actually a good thing. So this is going to be good for sellers because you got more people coming out and shopping online. They were forced to do it. And you're talking about, they're looking at like a 25% increase in e-commerce spending. So that's going to be great. And also, guys, you got to think, okay, if you're getting into this, some of us haven't been doing as much as we could be doing. But remember, now is going to be a great time for that because they're having something, I think it's going on in July. Amazon's having this jump start, they're calling it. It deals with sales in clothing and fashion. They're trying to get people back to buying clothing and shoes and stuff. I don't do a lot with that, but I'm telling you, for those of you who do, there's a lot of money in clothing. Americans love clothing. So if you take that jump start, and then you also talk about Prime Day that's coming up in September, then you got your back to school, then you got right after that your Q4, there is a lot of opportunity in the immediate future, and it's just going to keep going. Remember when Amazon, they went and hired like 175,000 workers to deal with this Corona deal. About 125,000 of those are being offered permanent work. So think about an increase like that in the workforce remaining, permanent. That tells you where Amazon is. Guys, if you're just thinking about this, this is serious. Okay. And that's pretty much all I have in terms of news. My phone just went off. Let me see if that's, let's see here. Oh, hey, I'm just checking out the chat. My boy Hinkst. Guten Tag, La Machine. Hey, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Marvin, one of my best friends out there. Thanks for showing up, man. Gina says, now I use TA because I learned a lot from your series. Well, thank you. I do have a whole series out there that teaches tactical arbitrage, so we're going to get into that. Actually, you know what? I've been talking to Jim. We're looking at actually redoing that because I've gotten better. I continue to study from people that are better than me, and I think we're ready to actually redo that whole series. We'll see how that goes, and the software, they just keep making it better and better. So let's see here. I just want to look at something here. Because what I want to do, I want to look and see what type of numbers I did back in 2017. And then, let's see here. Okay. Let's see. All right, we'll come back to that. This is what always happens to me. I have some stuff that I want to do, and then the way they have this set up with these dumb reports, you can't get what you want. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to get right into how to source without having tools. So here's the question for you. Okay. First of all, you're going to be asking yourself, where do I start? If you do this long enough, what happens is you have your own spot that you like to go to. For me, I love to shop at Target. I love to shop at Walmart. Believe it or not, those are two places that I like, particularly for online arbitrage. Now, for retail arbitrage, I like to go to Ollie's. That's a store that I have in my area. I like to go to Big Lots and places like that for the most part, and also Dollar General. I find a lot of good deals there. Dollar Tree, Family Dollar, places like that. But when you shop at a particular store, you learn a lot of things about how to find things. But another thing you can do, watch this. You can use coupons. So watch this. Let me share my screen. This may or may not work, but you see where Staples is having a sale of $20 off of your online order of $100 or more. That's a place that you could start. So a lot of times what you can do, what you see me using right here is called Sales Gazer. This is just it's some software where you can have all types of discounts and coupons sent to your account, and that way you have some place to start. Okay. For example, Dunham Sports is having 25% off of Fila footwear. Now, maybe you don't sell Fila, but it's just a place to start. You know, let's see here. Skin Store, 25% off IS Clinical. Stuff like that. Because sometimes you just don't know where to start. Okay? If that doesn't work, if you take, like I was saying, I like to shop at Walmart. So what I would do is go to Walmart. I would type in clearance. And then once I get to clearance, I would kind of pick some stuff that I like to sell. Now, of course, you got to know what you're approved in. But this is what I mean, guys. If you don't use tools, then you're going to have to just look around on your own. And it's going to take some time, you know. But remember what I always teach. To really make it in this business, it has more to do with getting into replenishables. But look at right here, you might look at this Play-Doh 2D the Unicorn ice cream set. Now, you see the difference? If it was normally going for $20 and now you see it going for $9, that's a big enough difference that you might want to look at that. I don't know if I'm approved in Play-Doh or not, but let me put my big head on the screen with you, and we're going to do this together. So here's what we would do. We would click on the link. We're going to see if it's in stock, see if they will deliver. Now what you have to do, watch this. You're going to have to take this title. You're going to have to copy it. You're going to have to come out to Amazon. You're going to have to paste that in, and then you're going to have to see if you could find a match. So it looks like this is it. And now you can see right there, you're not going to be able to make any money with that because you got 22 people selling it. You got, what we would do is filter by prime. Now, here's how you start evaluating. I already know this is probably Amazon. Now, here's how you would have to start evaluating, but unfortunately, you need a tool to be able to evaluate, because if you don't have a tool to at least tell you what the average price is going at, you're going to be lost. Now watch this. And I know I'm not supposed to be showing you a tool right now, but look at the estimated monthly sales on that. So you know if you can get it at the right price, if there is any money to be made, then it would be something that you want to get into. But the problem is, I can see right now Amazon has a lot of stock on that. So I can tell you now, this probably wouldn't be a good deal. But here's something else. Your average 90-day price is $19.24. So this tells you, even though right here you're looking at a snapshot in time, the product is $8.97. Your tool tells you, you know, you could buy this. You could buy it at this price, and if there was a profit, you could be pretty confident that within a 3-month period, you'd probably sell it. And here's the reason why. If you're selling 1,188 units about a month, roughly, Amazon is going to run out. Now, you know, the funny part is this. This video is to show you how to source products without a tool. I think at the end of the video, the consensus among us is going to be you kind of have to have a tool. Now, you could have the free version of Keepa, which is what you see this chart right here. And you could kind of, again, this is free. So you see that tan area? That tan area is telling you that Amazon has it in stock. Now you can see they had it in stock, and then around April 8th is when they started going out of stock. And they stayed out of stock. They'd come in a little bit, and every time they come in, the price comes down, right? Well, seems like they got it now. So, but here's what you would have to do. Using this tool, this free tool right here, you could see that if you could get this at the right price, it might be worth getting into. But the only way to really know, you'd have to plug in your numbers. So here's what you can do. You can type in revenue calculator. And this is also free. So then what you would do, let's get rid of that. You would take your ASIN, which is Amazon stock keeping kind of number there. You'd stick that in there. Oh, I copied the wrong thing. Make sure I ain't got my big head blocking everything. Now, as you see, when you click that, now it populates with that product. Now, let's say, now, of course, I have to pay 6% tax. I don't know what your tax is going to be. So just for the sake of looking at this, we're just going to put it in as is. But no, you're probably going to pay sales tax on that. So $8.97 is what I'm going to pay. It's going to cost me about 50 cents to get it into Amazon. I know that sounds cheap, but you're going to be using Amazon's UPS account. That saves you a ton when you have your volume up enough. And let's just say if the average price is $19.24, could you make anything? Not much. You'd only make 87 cents. So it wouldn't be worth your while. But then you would move on to the next thing. So you hit your back key, come back to clearance, and you just continue your search. So this is how you do it, guys. And incidentally, you see where this says sold and shipped by Hey Needle? Walmart lets third-party sellers sell on their site. So you got to be careful about that, because typically you're going to want to just deal with products that Amazon is going to ship to you. So let's see. And you might be able to take that, see where it says only at Walmart. That'll get rid of some of that stuff. Let me go back to the chat and see if anybody on me about something. Let's see. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Kathy. Kit Kat. What's up, girl? All right, let me go back here. So here's what we're going to do. Now this one, let's see. Some people get into video games. And another thing you guys got to remember, don't get into your feelings and don't get into what you like and what you would buy. You have to learn how to supply the market with what the market wants. So we'll look at this, because there is money in video games. Let's see. So we'll copy all of that. We'll come back to Amazon. We'll plug that in. We'll see what we get. All right, now you gotta try to match this. You gotta make sure you got the right game here. All right, Grand Theft Auto 5 Premium Edition. for PlayStation 4. 1993. I don't know if there's any money in this or not. You got two of them here. So you'd have to click. Let's see. We'll click on one. $26.99. No, I don't think there's no money in that. And you got to be careful that it's not a downloadable, whatever the case may be. All right. Now, what you would do, another thing you're looking at the stock to see how many your competition has in stock, because 9 times out of 10, you're going to be competing. You're only going to be buying, say, a few of them. So you have to think, what's your strategy going to be? Are you going to send those products in, let them sit in the warehouse? Remember, they're not sitting there for free. You got to pay storage on that. So every month that they're sitting in there, your return on investment, your profit margin keeps going down. So, and at that price, you already know right off the bat, you're paying $20. There's no way you're going to make any money on that product. So what do? You go back and you're just looking through your clearance to see what you can find in whatever category you're approved in. It's a lot of work, guys. Can it be done? Yes. But it's a lot of work. I will tell you, the rewards are worth it, because by the time you do start getting into using tools, you already know how to do this without the tools, and you have just a much better grasp on the entire process. So now we're going to look at this Hamilton Beach toaster. That is a gated brand, so you might not be able to sell that. And you can kind of eye the picture and see. Let's see what we got here. $14.96. $27.70. Now remember, we're looking at the rank. That's how you tell how popular the product is. We're not using tools, guys, so you're going to have to scroll down to the information area, and then you're going to have to look at the rank and the category. Well, the rank tells you just how popular the product is. Well, without using tools, what you could do, you could come over to a website called Jungle Scout. And when you get there, you'll have to go to resources, come down to your estimator tool. You're going to have to enter the rank. You're going to have to find the category. Well, United States, the category is what? Let's see. What is that category? Kitchen and dining. And there you have it. It's saying estimated number of sales per month, none. That's not true. But if you don't have the right tools, watch this. And here we go again. I'm not supposed to be showing you tools. Estimated monthly sales is around 6. And I just know that from my experience. This rank with 234,000 in kitchen and dining, I knew you would sell something. Okay. But here we go again. Take the ASIN. You got to plug it in. Don't forget, you do have sales tax. Now, where are you going to price it? How are you going to price it? You got to look at your competition, which nobody's selling this FBA. These are all people doing fulfillment, merchant fulfilled, meaning they're going to box it up and ship it out themselves. You and me, we send our inventory into Amazon and we let Amazon do everything. So what that means is this. If it starts at $27.70, I can tell you right now, you can probably go $5 above that. You go all the way up to 35. I don't see a reason why you should be able to get around, let's just say, we'll say $31.99. Then we got our cost to get it in. We got to pay some tax on this, but for the purpose of this, we're just going to put in the $14.96. And without tax, you could make $4.43 on the product. Okay. So this would be one you could look at. Remember, you have to feed the beast here. You got to be getting inventory in, and inventory is going to be moving at various speeds. Certain inventory is going to fly. Certain inventory, it just sort of trickles out. Okay. And let me show you what I mean with that. I was going to wait until later, but watch this. Let me get my fat head out of the screen. Here's my Seller Central account. Here's my back office. So you could see the kind of numbers that I've been doing. As you can see, today is June the 6th. The year is 2020. We've had 6 sales so far today, unless we'll refresh that. Yep, we're still at 6. And over the last 30 days, we've had 895 sales for a total of $18,691.94 over the last 30 days. So if you take today and you go back 30 days, those are the kind of numbers we've done. And that's just revenue. That's not what I get to keep, guys. In my other videos, I always show what I get to keep, because you really need to see a realistic picture of what you could expect. Okay. So as a matter of fact, let me see. If we come over into my software that I use to actually keep up with what I'm doing here. Let me see if I can get it to load right. I tell you. Okay. So if we come over, let's see, we're going to go quarterly, second quarter. So in May, we had almost all but 20 grand come in. Yeah, but after all of our expenses, this is what we get to keep. So don't let those numbers fool you. Be careful, because everybody wants to show you their Seller Central account. Yeah, but how much of that did you actually get to keep? Now, for some people, an extra 4 grand or whatever, in addition to what you're already making. Remember, we're working class hustlers. That would make a difference in somebody's life. But if you're going to do that, you got to do the work. Okay. So I'll tell you what, we'll look at one more, and then we're going to have some questions. We're going to look at some other things. Let me actually, you know what, before we go any further, let me go back into my chat and see what I'm missing. Let's see. Okay. If anybody have any questions, go ahead and type those out while we look at one more product here. Actually, you know what we can do? Nah, I was gonna go to another site. We'll stay at Walmart. Okay. All right, so we just looked at this toaster. What else can we look at? Now, when you get into something like this, I probably wouldn't, because they tend to be on the heavier side, and then you got your different colors and all of this. Never mind. If that's your thing, you can do it. Here's what you got to understand, guys. As you do this, you're going to find a certain area that you like to work in. Most of you know I love the snack food industry. I sell, junk food, because that stuff really sells. America loves junk food. And those are replenishables. Those are items you continue to sell over and over again. But that may not be your thing. You might get into pet supplies. You may get into health and beauty or performance supplements, kitchen appliances. I mean, there's all sorts of things you can get into. We don't know what you're going to end up in until you do this long enough. Trust me, it'll come to you. Anybody that knows me would have never thought that I would be selling junk food. So I'm just sort of looking. Oh, you know what? We will go to another site. Check this out. We'll come to Best Buy. Is that how you spell it? Yeah, bestbuy.com. And again, we'll come to clearance. We'll come down to clearance toys. Let's see what they got. Okay. You know what? I don't think I'm approved to sell this brand, but let's look at it. Now here we go again. You got to copy the title. You got to come over to Amazon. You got to put that in and hope you get a match. I'll take that out. You got to look at this and see if you got a match here. I don't know this toy, so we ain't going no further with that. See, this is, I hate to tell you guys, but this is the kind of stuff you got to do if you're not going to invest in the tools. You don't have to have the tools, but man, woo, you're going to put in some work. Let's see. We'll take out that styles may vary and see if that helps a little bit. Okay. Twisty Pets Jangles Giraffe, which I don't see. I don't know. Or is that it? No, I don't think that's it. I don't know. So then you just keep on going. What about this? Looks like this would be good if you could sell Barbie. Let's see. Maybe not. Let's see. Barbie Pets 2-pack carrier. I don't know what that is. Stick it in, see what happens. I don't see it. So you see the kind of work you got to put in. You know, it's good that you're seeing this. So you can see the kind of work you're going to have to put in. You know, it's easy to say, I want this and I want that, and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. Then you start putting in the time. Let's see. So is this a... I guess you get two of them in a pack, I'm guessing. Let's see. Which I don't see. Let's try this one and see what happens. Glitter Factory. You gotta look at this and kind of see, because you gotta match this up. All right, I think, is this it? Let's click on that and see. I don't know. Makeover, blah blah blah, makeover. Yeah, I don't know if... All right, so here's what we're gonna do, guys. The first thing I can tell you right now, with that rank in toys and games, you're going to do pretty good. But what if you went out into Jungle Scout because you didn't know? You came down to toys and games because you ain't got no tools. Jungle Scout says you're going to sell about 30. This estimates 19. And now, you know, if you ask me, I would tell you, with that rank, remember, this is a tool right here, so we really shouldn't be looking at that. To get the rank with no tools, you're going to have to come down to the product information section and look. And I can tell you now, here, you know what? Here's another way to figure it out. Knowing what percentage you're in is another way to tell whether or not your rank is good. So another place you could come to is cleartheshelf.com. That ain't what I wanted. Go back. Hold on a second. So many of these sites out here. Forget it. Sales. You could type in and go to Google and just type in Amazon sales rank chart 2020. Okay. Let's see. This is close enough. It's 2019, but that's close enough. So here's my point. So we're looking at a sales rank of 116,489 in toys and games. So all you would do is come over, what do we say, 116,000 in toys and games. So you'd be somewhere between the top, you'd be in the top 1 to top 3%. Probably top 1 to top 2%. So if you're in the top 1%, you're doing all right, guys. So this is just another way to figure out whether you even want to move forward. Okay. Now you're looking at a price of $64.99 and you can get it for $21.99. Now, again, guys, you got to make sure that you're not restricted. Honestly, I think I'm restricted in this product, but for the sake of just showing you how to source with no tools, you'd copy that. You'd stick it over here. You know, $64.98 if you're going to compete with the buy box. What do we say? Yeah, $64.99. We're going to pay $21.99 plus tax. I pay 6%. So I'm going to pay $23.31. Look it. I could make $22.77 or a 35% return on investment. Now, let's say you bought 10 of those, right? Now you just made over $200, right? Oops. Say you made $22.77. Say you bought 10 of them, and now you just made $227. So you see how this starts to come together, okay? But you got to put the time in. All right, let me break this down for you. Let me try to put this in a form that you guys can work with. The first thing you need to do is pick a site that you're going to source from. How do you do that? You either go and find out where the sales are. Like I told you, SalesGazer is a good place. You can go through your own emails. You're getting emails all the time. This is on sale. That's on sale. This is on clearance. There's a holiday, Labor Day sale, whatever it may be. That's a way to give you ideas on where to go. Okay, another way is to just go to your big box sites. Where did we go today? We went to Walmart. We went to Best Buy. Go to the clearance sections because you gotta have the margins, right? Pick a product. You're going to have to copy the title. You're going to have to go over to Amazon. You're going to have to paste it and see if you can get a good match. If you get a good match, then you got to figure out what's the rank. Because if the rank ain't good, you're not going to be able to move the product quick enough. You're trying to turn this. You can get into products that take longer once you're more established, okay? How do you look at rank and know whether or not it's going to sell? Without experience, you're going to have to use something like Jungle Scout. Remember we showed you? Or Jungle Scout? Or you're going to have to find an Amazon sales rank chart and try and stay within the top 5%. If you can do that, you don't even need tools. You're going to have to do the work, but you see how this is coming together? Pick a place to source from. Go to the clearance. Okay, unless you already know there's a coupon code or whatever that's going to save you money. Okay, find a product, get it to match. If it matches, check the rank. If the rank is good, now you got to see, is there a profit? How do you figure out the profit? Use the free tool. Remember, the Amazon revenue calculator. Now there's one more thing you got to do. Before you do anything, you have to know, are you going to be approved to sell the product? The only way to do that, if you don't have tools to tell you, you're going to have to go into your Amazon account. Watch what I'm doing. You're going to have to come over to orders. Well, there's other ways you can do it. From catalog, you could add a product. From orders, not orders. From inventory, you could come to add a product. You just need to add the product. Okay? Here's where you'll stick the ASIN in there. And right away, if you can't sell it, it's going to tell you that you can't sell it. Okay, but in my case, I could sell it. And then you would go through the process of listing the product. Okay, this is a product I could jump on, guys. I could jump on this right now. So, you know what? Let me take this ASIN. Watch what I do. I'm going to come out to the chat with you right now. I'm going to shoot that ASIN out. How many working class hustlers are going to take that ASIN, plug it in, and see if you can make money on this right now. I'm talking right now. RAT, right now. Okay. Man, we're doing good, guys. Look at, we got 15 users. We got 15 likes. Now that is what I'm talking about, guys. I appreciate it. Where, oh, where? Hey, Deborah, you ready to see if we can find a product that's ungated for you? If so, let me know what category you want to look in. I'm gonna give you a choice because you're not hitting me with something. It's either going to be toys, it's going to be pet supplies, it's going to be baby, or it's going to be kitchen. You pick the category. And if you ain't quick enough on the draw, somebody else is going to jump in. Can't sell toys, category gated. Let's see. Well, what category? Are you guys telling me that toys, the whole category is gated? Because that was one you could always get into. Toys and books. I should look at books too, huh? Let's see here. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna keep this for myself. If you guys ain't jumping on it, I'm jumping on it. Well, then again, you got to make sure that it can be shipped. Let's see. Yeah, it can be. Okay, hold tight. Let me see something here. Let's take a break because I want to show you something. Read this. They say a person needs just 3 things to be truly happy in this world: someone to love, something to do, and something to hope for. And that was submitted for our benefit by Sheila. Thank you, Sheila. And you know what? You guys let me start this show without having our ritual. Everyone in the room, repeat after me. Good things are supposed to happen to me. Say it again. Good things are supposed to happen to me. That is the mindset. That is our mantra. That is the attitude in which we approach this thing we call Amazon. And it's not over until you win. Okay. So let me see. Did anybody want to look at anything to get ungated in? If you ain't worried about it, I ain't gonna worry about it. We've already been on for an hour. What we'll do is we'll recap the things that you need to do if you're gonna source without any tools, and then we'll wrap it up. But if anybody wanted me to see if I can find a product that's ungated, in case you've been having problems being gated in certain categories, brands, whatever. If you want me to look right now for a toy, a pet supply, something in baby or in kitchen, let me know and I'll take a few minutes. Ron said books. Bruh, me and you already connected. Books is not one for today. So if you want to do books, good. Reach out to me and we'll get you going in books. Do you have an Amazon seller account, Ronnie? I didn't even know that. You out there getting that money outside of the family? how do you, Tycoon is wondering, how do you source grocery on Walmart? It's easy, man. You just go out. You do it no different than what the way I showed. You just got to find products. You gotta plug them in. You gotta copy the title. Here we go. We might as well just here's what we'll do. Hold on. Here's what we'll do. Well, let me make sure I understand. Oh, you want me to show you how to do it using TA? Okay, I could show you that real quick. I mean, that really wasn't what this video was about. But I'll take a minute to show you. And while we're doing that, Deborah, you said yes, and I don't know what you're saying yes to. If there is a category you want me to try and find something that you're ungated in the category of toys, pet supplies, baby, or kitchen. So you're going to type in the word toys, pet supplies, baby, or kitchen. And in the meantime, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll come over. Let me see. I'll come over to view data. I should have something. Give me a second. Come over to basic. Let me just deselect all of that. Walmart. Apply. Okay. All right, so Tycoon. Let me show you something. Okay, so if you were going to do, if I'm understanding your question, you're asking what are the filters? Like, how would you set up a product search for Walmart in the category of grocery? So what you would do is you would go to product search, and you could either use the basic, but I would prefer you went advanced. And then all you got to do is come to the Walmart site, let that populate. Then you come over to grocery. Is that what they call it over here? Let's see. Food is what they call it. But look at, you got 1,152 categories. Well, you can only have up to 500. So what I would do is tick that and figure out what you want. Now, me personally, I like snacks, cookies, and chips. So I click that, I'd add it to bulk, and if it works right, this 0 over 500 should populate. It doesn't always work right away for me, for reasons we may never understand. Let's see. Let me clear that. And do it again. Oops. Nope. Don't want that. Take that out. Snack food. You should see it here. And then hopefully it will add. It doesn't like me. I had this happen last time. I don't know why it does it. Let's see. Watch this. We'll come and we'll do it again. Delete that. Put that there. Do that again. Put that. And now it did it. So 163 over 500. You see how software can be finicky? That's what's going to separate you from the lazy person that's just not willing to put this in 5 times until it acts right. Okay. Now, from there, you would put in other filters that you need. You really don't need a lot. Okay? Don't over filter. You shouldn't need anything. If you know you have a discount card, then yeah, put that in there. And we'll talk about that in just a second. But you shouldn't have any sales tax. I set my filters at, I don't want to see anything over 500,000. Now you might be thinking 500,000 is too high. You need to set your filters wide enough so that you don't miss anything. Remember, okay, things are changing all the time. You could miss something if you set your filters too narrow, okay? I don't bother with most of this stuff. Okay? I try to remove third-party sellers. I don't really use a lot of these cuz you're going to end up with not a lot of results, and then you're going to wonder why you can't get going with this. Profit, return on investment, very narrow. Okay? Because prices are changing on stuff, and maybe today it's only a 20% return on investment. But when I look at my numbers, when I look at my charts, I can see that on average, I'm getting a 50%. It could be something where maybe my margins are only 20% when I'm competing with Amazon. But I can look at the Keeper chart and see Amazon's out of stock all the time. Then I will go ahead and hit search. And then you can see that the search is in progress. And you'll see that it's on the current page. It's doing its thing. We'll let that run. Let's see. Okay, so Deb said kitchen. All right. Now we're going to see how good I am. Hold on a second. Okay. Just hold on. Okay. Let's get this over to basic. Hold on. I'm just dealing with a couple of things here. Because there's some sites I don't want to see, like eBay. And we're looking for kitchen. I'll show my screen in just a second. Ooh. I don't know, Deb. I thought I was going to be able to hook you up. You might have me on that one. I ain't throwing in the towel just yet, but hold up. You might have backed me into a corner. All right, hold on. Let me try something here. We're gonna work it out. Category. Hey, get up. Excuse me. Get your butt off of my. He got his big butt on my. Okay. Well. No. What about... Hold on. Yellow Brick Road reselling. Hello, watching while prepping a shipment for FBA. Good deal. All right, we ain't gonna find nothing for you right now in kitchen. What about... Let's see if we can find you something. Baby is tough. Let's see what we can find you. How about that? If we could find you anything that you could sell, that would be good. Tell you, boy, it's tough out here, huh? I wonder, is anybody... Well, never mind. This is at Kmart. You got to watch them, boy. Kmart is like one of the most useless sites out there, at least for me. I see some gummies, some one-a-day gummies, but you gotta be careful with that because those are meltables. So you got to watch out. Here's one we might be able to do. 2 for 14. Or 1. Watch this. Okay. So you see this one at Walgreens. If you were good to go with this, if it was actually $7 at Walgreens and if it was actually selling for $15.02, yeah, it looks like you're only getting $2, but you're talking about a return on investment of 28%. And you got estimated monthly sales that's pretty good. If you're selling almost 170 products and you only got 22 sellers, of which only a handful are probably FBA, you got to understand. Remember what I said in another video. Now you're looking at 28% return on investment. Don't look here, because when you got your business set up right, you have a certain amount of money allocated. If you got $1,000 that you have that you can put into your business, and you're getting almost 30% across the board. I mean, yeah, $7 was spent on a thing of Clairol. I mean, just, you would buy more than that, but just for the purpose of this, what I'm saying, of that $1,000, 7 of it got you 28%, and the other, all the other money was giving you 28%. At the end of the month, you made, $300 or whatever. That's the way you have to think about it. You may not want, you're going to find other products that give you a better actual dollar amount. But if the total that went out was 1,000 and what came back was that 1,000 plus 28% plus 30%, that's the way you got to think about it. If you get too caught up in this, then you still thinking like an employee. You got to start thinking like a business person, right? So here's what I want you to do. We're going to look on Amazon. We're going to see, is it really $15.02 for one? To do that, we're going to have to look into the product. We're going to have to look at our prime sellers. Now, look at PharmaPacks is a big boy. That's a big player. But look at everybody else at like 1905. You see what I'm saying? So watch this. Let's get into it. Let's go into Tactical Edge. Let's open it up and get a little deeper. And it looks like you only got 3 FBA sellers. Let me refresh that because we need some more data. And I think I started messing with it before it got a chance to fully load. There we go. I don't know why it's only showing 2 people. It's more than that on this listing. Let's see. Look at, you got 22 people selling this product. Let me refresh that again. Software acting up on me. I don't know. For whatever reason, it's not showing my other people. You got 19 merchant fulfilled. You got 3 FBA. And we need this to load so that we can get all the data that we want. Because we want to look and see who has what. How much stock they have. Stuff like that. But it's not going to show us right now. But that's okay. Because what we can see is the average 90-day price is 1875. The average 90-day rank is 121,000. That would be a product that I would probably look into. Now, what you could do, you could fill, sometimes I do this. I'll come in and I'll fill this in myself, even though I have the tools. And remember how we saw people when we filtered down to prime. Let's say we jumped in at 1905. Now, and let's say it's going to cost us, before tax, they got a 2 for 14 deal going on. So you're looking at $7, right? Before tax. I mean, you got to add another. Could you make anything on that? Yeah, you could. So this is an example. Watch this. I'm going to stick this over into the chat. Tycoon is asking what categories are working for me. I sell in different categories. I mean, I sell, for the most part, I concentrate on grocery and gourmet. That's my bread and butter. But I sell small kitchen appliances. I do sell toys. I sell a few books. I sell, very little, but some clothing. I mean, I sell pretty much whatever I can make money on, but I focus on grocery and gourmet. All right, later, man. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and sign off, but before we do that, I do want to look at that report. Hold on a second. Let me get into my reports here. So I'm going to say 18. January 18. It don't want to let me do nothing. I'll have to get it to you next time. We may do a part 2 on this. Because I wanted to show the kind of numbers I did in 2017, 18, 19. It's not going to let me in there for whatever reason. So we'll have to get to that another time. We'll do that. I tell you what, I can look a little bit longer and give you a chance. If anybody had any final questions before I sign off. I see how that works. I'm gonna have to actually request a report to show that, so I have to come better prepared next time. Let me double check. There's no final questions. Nope. Let's see. Looks like we got 18 people still out here. Oops. Let's see here. All right. Okay, guys, we're gonna wrap it up. If anybody wants to see me dance on out of here, just let me know. I haven't eaten a thing all day, so I'm hungry. Hingst, are you speaking French to me? He's saying au revoir, goodbye. He said we. Alright. Alright, guys, I'm gonna let you go. I don't think you want to see an old man dancing today. And I don't blame you. Let's see. We means yes. All right, well, I guess I gotta dance. If I got one person that wants to see it. Whoops. Wait, are you saying yes, you want to see me dance? Or are you saying yes, you were speaking French? Go. All right, my man. I'll catch up with you guys later. And once again, I want to say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate you guys joining me. It means so much. You guys make it all worthwhile. Because of you, what ends up happening is I get better. You know, you force me to continue learning, to continue growing. We've got so much to look forward to together. And just remember, you don't have to do this alone. All right. This is Horace on What to Sell on Amazon. Respecting your mind, your time, and most definitely your grind. I hope I showed you a little bit about how to get some of this paper. It's time to go get mine. I'm out, guys.